this is Melinda's. Melinda made this baby book for Trenton.
And what is in the book that you believe shows her devotion to the child?
I think the whole book, the entire book, shows her devotion to Trenton. So here we go. This was from the shower, baby shower, some of the ribbons from some of the things from the baby shower. This has an ultrasound of Trenton. This was her band that she wore in the hospital when he was born. He was born at Florida Hospital Waterman, and this was his little picture. He was Trenton John Duckett. He was born August 10, 2004, Florida Hospital Waterman, and parents were Melinda and Joshua Duckett. And there is the little crib thing that he laid in the hospital. That was his little picture that we saw him in the little basket. And he stayed in her room. Now that is Lake County Health Department.
A statement of pregnancy. And this talks all about, I found out I was pregnant with you on...
Okay.
January
or February. I found out I was pregnant with you on January
7th.
Oh, no, that's the one. February 1, I think, 2004. The first person I told was Jackie Neal, a friend from New York. Joshua and I later told all of our friends. And the doctor's name, and my due date is September 7, but he was born August 10. Don't necessarily think he was that early, maybe miscounted or whatever, but there's another picture of the ultrasound. I think there's 3 in this book.
This isn't a picture of an ultrasound or something.
No, this was his ultrasound.
Okay.
This was Trenton's ultrasound.
And isn't this
is April 22, 2004.
Isn't this what they're saying that she threw out?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is.
But could she have had possibly other copies?
I think there was 7 altogether, if I remember correctly. 7 copies of the ultrasound. So why would she need to keep 7? 3 is in here. This was the first sonogram taken on March the 30th of 2004.
And this proves to us, Nancy, this proves that, in your opinion, that Melinda was so painstakingly immaculate and perfect on everything that
organized.
if she was getting rid of something that was the baby's, it's because she was cleaning.
She was really trying to straighten things up because she knew she would have to move because she could never take him back to that apartment. She couldn't live in it herself. She was afraid after he disappeared. She was very much afraid there. Now here is another copy of the sonogram, and here was just July the 1st, 2004, Mommy's tummy, before he was born. And this was seeing you for the first time made me feel surprised. It was unbelievable to think that I was having a baby. This is written to Trenton. And I can't believe how my body has changed. Things like a bigger stomach and not being able to exercise as much has taken its toll. After the first sonogram, my stomach literally rolled over, not butterflies. I started wearing maternity clothes. I still haven't. I wear stretch shorts and a baggy shirt. Some of the best advice I've heard is boys stick closer to their mothers. Now this is notes to her baby. And then she's got notes down here. You're so active, especially when I lay down to sleep. I started birthing classes on July 27th, 2004. And, you know, she didn't really get that finished because he was born, and her baby shower was after he came. She started labor on August 9, 2004, about 7 p.m., but she didn't go to the hospital until the next morning. The people with me when you were born, your father, other family and friends, were in the waiting room. She's got
visitors that first day, Carla.
Sharon, which was, I guess, a friend. Kevin, which was Josh's stepdad. Brian and Kristen and Nanny and Poppy, which is my husband and I. And some of the things I remember most about the day you were born, how hungry I was, they wouldn't let me eat, and how happy I was that you were on your way. Isn't that precious?
Nancy, that's just
anyway, this just goes on, and here's another little picture of him in his little crib thing at the hospital. He weighed 4 pounds and 9 ounces, and he was 17 3/4 inches long. He was born August 10, 2004, at 5:36 p.m.
Nancy, all of this goes to show us what she felt about her child.
She loved him dearly. She loved him better than anything in the world, and he loved her better than anything in the world. This thing of not finding any information is not new to me. I knew that if they really looked positively, they wouldn't find anything. She couldn't hurt him. She loved him too much.
But now it gives
it's
the
proof,
world
proof. If they will just tell it. That's if they will just tell it, you see. If they hide it, it won't. But if the news people will tell, it will make her sound more like what I know she is.
Also, they can't say positively if the screen was cut from the inside or the outside.
I figure my husband asked the FBI last week about that, and if they found one of her knives had done it, and he said, "Oh, we don't have that report." Now, after 2 months, you don't have that report?
Today they found out it wasn't anything from her knives.
That's what I figured, because I knew it had to be. Now, here's the little band he had on his little leg at the hospital. You see, she's kept everything. Baby's first bottle, baby's head up, first day at home. I mean, she's just got it all here. Every single thing is there. And there's some more. This was his hospital picture. His official. We have a picture of this. This was the first studio picture that was taken. He's sound asleep. And each page, each month is the same. She's just put everything on it. The doctor's appointments and what the doctors have said to do and all that is in these little pockets. And she dressed him up for Halloween, the first Halloween, and he was not a happy camper because he just thought that was a little much, I expect. Oh. And here he's getting peaches for the first time. And I don't think he liked them, but he did later. And this is a precious picture. I think that's a very precious picture. He's sleeping a lot better. They bought a camcorder so that they could take more pictures of him. She took pictures of him constantly, even with her cell phone. You know, she took pictures all the time. But she has got every single thing documented, and each one has got, you know, different things that was important to her. This was the first Christmas pictures.